Hello mirrors. So today we are going to be looking at what is your destiny, or more accurately, what is in your divine blueprint as you do create your own destiny. Now we do have potentials that are set before us that we come here in order to fulfill, but that is completely up to us whether or not we fulfill the potentials. It's like I was saying, like a blueprint of the things you would want to accomplish. So we're going to be looking at this today. If you're new here, go ahead and hit subscribe. I'd love to have you added to my family. If you would just like to jump straight to the reading, you can do that. The information will be in the description box and also pinned in the comments. I will go ahead and say each pile. This is pile 1, which is this Stingray. He's super cute. He's very hard to see, which is why I also put this Carnelian here. So pile 2 is this little dinosaur and an egg. And then pile 3 is this cute little sea turtle. So if you're new here, I would like to explain my channel a little bit to you. So my channel is a little bit different than maybe other tarot channels that you've come across. I specifically read about law of attraction. My readings are meant to empower you. They're meant to confirm what you already know or what you are feeling, so that if you are not on track, you can switch your beliefs, change your mindset, so you can manifest the reality you want, or to have confirmation that you're on the right track. You are not supposed to be sealed to the fate of a tarot reading, and a lot of people do view tarot that way, and it can actually be a self-fulfilling prophecy in that way. So my readings are meant to be able to align you with what you truly want. I would recommend looking further into law of attraction, learning how you can manifest your reality, and I mean every aspect, because there are infinite potentials. Everything that you can imagine with every person, every concept, every chain of events, whatever it is, it exists out there in the multiverse. You simply have to align with it, but it is a process. So that is what my channel strives to do and to help you with. So again, like I said, this reading is about what your quote-unquote destiny is, but again, this is up to you to fulfill it, and this is simply meant to be confirmation, to be inspirational, to kind of provide you with messages that you are manifesting, because you are the manifestor of your reality. You have manifested this version of me giving you these messages, which is pretty cool. So without further ado, I do want to go ahead and start with pile 1. Hello, pile 1. Let's see what is in your destiny. Let's see, we'll put him up there. We'll put this there. So I'm going to put all the cards out and then we'll talk about it. We have the 10 of Swords in the reverse. We have the 9 of Swords in the reverse. We have the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the 7 of Swords. All of these in the reverse. How interesting. And then 3 out of the 4 swords. We have Catch Me, Trust, Surrender, a Leap of Faith into the Unknown. We have Carnelian. Oh my gosh, guys. I swear I didn't look at these. That's really cool. The only one with a stone, and we have Carnelian. How cool. You have Procrastination, Child of the Cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you, and then Fill Up Your Well, Retreat, Rest, and Refuel. Really cool. Okay, so one thing I did notice about this is we have 10, 9, and this is almost like it should be an 8, and then 7, 10, 9, 3, 7. So it's almost like, I really feel like this goes 10, 9, 7. It's almost like this should be a 8 of Swords in the reverse, but it's a 3 of Pentacles. So what I'm going to do is also include what the 8 of Swords in the reverse is as well. So the 8 of Swords is about getting out of a limiting mindset, which actually this kind of tells the story. Okay, the 3 of Pentacles seems kind of separate from this, but if we put the 3 of Pentacles with where the 8 of Swords would be, let's see, that would be, I feel like it is your destiny to get out of your own way, and the way you're going to get out of your own way is you're going to be able to see what doesn't vibe with you. I felt this as specifically people. It could be specifically in the workplace, but I think more than anything, this is about how people show up to you. Your destiny is that you're really going to be able to see how limited you have created the life that you're living by how other people are reflected to you about how they don't align with you. And this is a very good technique in general, because people are reflections. We are manifesting versions of them as well. So oftentimes we can externalize this and just simply put it on the other person, the other people, and we don't actually consider ourselves and how we are actually reflecting these versions of these people. But this is part of your destiny. You're going from the 10 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the 7 of Swords. So all these cards are very limiting in the upright. You have a deceit, you have anxiety, and you have betrayal, basically. So you may deal with deceitful people that make you anxious, that make you feel betrayed. And your destiny is to get out of that, to pull yourself out of your own self-created prisons that are reflected in other people. That is absolutely like a really big message for you guys. Like, it is so cool how that came out as well. Swords are about air, they're about thought, they're about words, they're about very like the logical aspect of life. So oftentimes we can use logic to our detriment because we are manifestors. We are meant to expand outside of what even makes logical sense. Like, if you think about all these really cool adventures, that's not what I was trying to say, really cool inventions, wow. Very cool inventions. If you would have told people 300 years ago about, smartphones or VR or even like social media, it seems so irrational in a way. You're meant to be inventive, and you're meant to pull yourself out of the limiting beliefs of logic and to dream and dare to dream bigger and better, and just in ways that are innovative, and to not let yourself or other people's limitations throw you off of your course, off of what you can actually accomplish. We have catch me, trust, surrender, leap of faith into the unknown. And I think that letting go of these old concepts is going to lead you into this next phase where you can take that leap of faith into the unknown, because the unknown is like that lack of logic. When we think about logic, we think of, okay, well, I know from experience that when X plus Z plus Y happens, it always equals Z. So this is what I expect. This isn't about expectations. This isn't about knowing. This is about letting go of all your preconceived notions and allowing new things to develop and allowing yourself to go to a new phase. At some point in your life, you're going to let go of all the old news and the old expectations and the old paradigms, and you are going to leap off, and the universe is going to catch you, and it's going to be so beautiful. So let's look into Carnelian, which I swear, like, that is so funny. I decided to put that stone there. I wanted to put a bright one, and I just happened to put it on the pile where Carnelian came out. That is so cool. So Carnelian is specifically about creativity. So again, getting out of logic and going into something creative, something just totally unexpected is what I'm hearing. So I'm going to read parts of this book right here, okay? It says, you have the ability to remain calm during disputes and the self-control not to follow the crowd, which is what I feel like this Catch Me is about. Courage in the face of danger comes from inner strength, not foolhardiness, okay? So this is talking about trusting your intuitive perceptions It also says distinction in your career lies ahead, which makes sense. I do feel like some of you guys that this is in alignment with career, especially if you want to claim that. So this is specifically about expressing your soul vitality. You are the tower of strength. Stay anchored in the present. Let go of emotional ties or outdated projects holding you back, which is why all these came up in the reverse. Okay. Things holding you back, you're ready to leap forward. We have procrastination. So I think for some of you guys, you've already been aware of this, that you're ready for this next phase of life, that you've kind of been putting it off. And the universe says it's in your destiny to let go and to take that leap. But there might be some delays simply out of fear or maybe external things that are keeping you from it. Once you change your mind, you shift your mindset, it's going to be a lot easier to proceed forward and take that leap. We have child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. And I think this is really good advice for you in regards to this procrastination. You may be scared to take this leap. You may be scared to go to the next step, but understand the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Hey, this also reminds me of what I was talking about with the logical part. We define logic in this society as being like the utmost form of intelligence, but there's emotional intelligence. There is psychic intelligence, which cannot be measured, at least very well, by the means that we have now. It's not easy to measure because of law of attraction, expectations, etc. So, and what I mean by that is, if I believe that I'm going to pull these cards and they're going to be synchronistic, they will. But that's based off my belief. If I were to do a double-blind experiment and do this with somebody, it wouldn't happen because the expectations aren't there. Anyway, my point is that you are going to take on the intelligence of the universe. You're going to not relinquish the rationality and the logic. You're going to pair it with the dreamy, emotional, creative side of you, and you're going to expand. That will really help you to let go of this procrastination, because I feel like a lot of you are procrastinating simply because you don't feel it's a very rational or logical thing to leap into spirituality or leap into something that doesn't have all of this evidence backing it up. But we end with fill up your well, retreat, rest, and refuel. So I feel like where you're going to end up is going to be very calming, very relaxing. It's not going to be go, go, go. It's not going to have so many elements. It's going to be simple. It's going to be really relaxing, really beautiful, very sacred. So your well is going to be filled up. You're going to feel very fulfilled in yourself, which is great because we started off with such kind of difficult energies in the tarot, and flipping that around to end up with that is amazing. So if people in your life are making you feel like so drained and just so like feeling like you have to fulfill other people's expectations, when you fulfill this destiny, you are going to not feel any of that anymore. I just feel this like overwhelming sense of simplicity that you are going to be embodying, okay? So that's all I have for you guys. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in the private reading, that information will be in the description box. That is it, guys. I love you. Hello, pile 2. If you chose this cute little dino that's in his egg hatching, that might say quite a bit about you. Let's take a look into your destiny, what your divine blueprint is. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Fairy tales, letting go, detachment, moving on. Aura light, self-sabotage, Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest, and leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. This is bizarre how many of these cards actually line up with pile 1. So if you felt drawn to that Stingray and Carnelian pile, you might want to listen to that after as well, because it might be another message. It's kind of funny. Quite a few cards, like these last 2 cards, and some of the other energies are almost identical to pile 1, but it is different in its own way. So we're going to start off by looking at these tarot cards. So the King of Pentacles, Page of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, and the reverse. I'm hearing this as some type of progression, which is strange because you would think King of Pentacles would come last. So King of Pentacles to me, for some reason, is really giving me fatherly vibes. Normally, I would say that King of Pentacles coming out would be like a master of your physical destiny, but I'm not hearing that right now. I'm hearing, oh, maybe it's because it's with the page. Okay, so something about your father or a fatherly figure, and you as the Page of Swords. That's interesting. Let's see. Then the 4 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. Let me work with these energies for a second. Wow, so I'm hearing that a lot of you guys have learned from your father, from growing up, to hold on to things. And I'm hearing that this started off as maybe a physical thing. Bear with me if this doesn't apply, but I think this is going to apply to a lot of you guys. I'm hearing that something from a father or masculine, doesn't even have to be male, guys. It could be a mom figure, a parental figure with masculine energy. But this person taught you to hold on to things. I think for a lot of you, this is maybe like, I don't want to say like a hoarder situation, although for some of you it can be, but just the value in things. It could be that maybe a lot of you guys saw your parents stay in a relationship that was not good for them, that they should have let go of. It could be that your father stuck with jobs that were not good for their mental health. It could be so many different things. But I think for a lot of you guys in your life, you developed a mindset that you have to hold on so strongly. And like I said, it may have started off with more of a physical thing, maybe a father that, or a masculine figure that just kept physical objects and wouldn't let them go. But this transferred to a mindset. So again, whether this was that you kept these, like you saw this in a physical way or a mental way, regardless, it ended up transferring to a mental state of yours. And it made it so that it has been difficult for you to manifest how you want, because you're holding on tightly to energy so much. And it's really interesting that right after that we have this letting go, detachment, and moving on. This is a huge part of your destiny, is letting go of what no longer serves you. Okay, I think that is just sitting there in order to solidify and confirm all of this. So let's look into Auralite. So this crystal is called the Soul Connector. I feel like when you do connect to this part of your soul where you're allowing things you're allowing yourself to let go, this is when you're going to connect to your soul. So I feel like a lot of you guys, this is an actual spiritual awakening, okay? Whenever you learn how to let go of what no longer serves you, or even things that you love. You know, it's so cliche, but you know, like if you let it go and it comes back to you, you know it's yours. I know that's so cliche, but it's so true, okay? So it says you're a multi-layered soul on a course of accelerated spiritual growth. Yes, like I was saying, a very quick awakening is going to happen when you let go. This may have already happened for some of you guys. You may even have quite a bit of Scorpio energy where you go through this many, many times throughout your life. In fact, all of us go through multiple spiritual awakenings, but how strong these are can vary from person to person. And a lot of times when we hold on to things, it does make the spiritual awakenings stronger, not the actual result of it, but the tower moments, the really big things that happen that shift the energy really quick, like losing a house or losing a job that no longer serves you, or that kind of thing. I'm not saying these things are going to happen to you. Who knows? You know, that's your specific path. But what I mean is that the spiritual awakenings will be stronger when we are holding on really tight, because the universe has no choice but to take things out of our lives that we are no longer in alignment with on our path. So this is, to me, saying that you can let go gracefully and allow these changes to happen very smoothly. And I hear that is what your destiny is, if you choose to accept that. Okay, so let's look a little bit more into aura light. Let's see. You have an ability to move between different dimensions, to anchor new vibrations into the earth plane. That is really cool. Okay, let's see what else this says. Aligning to an as above, so below, as without, so within, leads to a sense of rightness and immense well-being. So you're going to start seeing how the external is actually connected to you internally, and how your internal actually is connected to the whole world and the whole universe. This is an exceptionally high frequency stone, and the soul path here is reconnection of ego, soul, and higher consciousness. Okay, again, a very similar message to pile 1 in a lot of ways, but very, very different in some ways. Self-sabotage is here because you're going to get out of this self-sabotage, I'm hearing. But for a while throughout your life, maybe throughout your childhood, your younger years, you have sabotaged what is meant for you. And the only reason this self-sabotage is happening, at least from what I'm picking up intuitively, is the fear of letting go. But these next 2 cards are really good, okay? We have nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. And you go first. The universe will catch you. Both of these cards, similar cards, were in pile 1, okay? So this is about this energy of taking care of yourself. I feel like once you learn to let go of things that don't serve you, it's going to be super natural, super easy to take care of yourself, to rest when you need to feel nurtured, to feel whole, to feel pampered, like just through your day-to-day life. Because, oh my gosh, that feeling of holding on to things, even things you really love, it's a very big feeling of entrapment. And I don't know if you guys have done this, but when you let go of something or someone, even the thing you love, it feels really good. And allowing that flow is it's the best form of self-care. Way better than bubble baths and bath bombs and getting your nails done, okay? And we end with leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. And this is where you end off, at least with this reading, with your destiny. That once you learn to let go, it's like something was holding you back from this cliff you knew you were meant to jump off of. You knew that you were meant to jump off into the infinite. And your destiny is that one day you're going to do this. And this will be totally different for every person on what this means. But the answer and the result is all the same for all of you. The universe will catch you when you decide to take this leap, when you decide to let go and to jump off without a bungee cord, without anything holding you and tying you to constriction, to limitations. And you're going to realize that you are an infinite being capable of doing and having everything, which is really beautiful. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in a private reading, that information is in the description box. But I love you guys. Hello, pile 3. If you picked this super cute little sea turtle, this will be for you. Let's see. What is your destiny? What is your divine blueprint? We have the Knight of Pentacles, one of my favorite energies. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. We have Judgment. Midnight Prince, ask what you want. Ask for what you want, be honest. We have Labradorite. Pride. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life, and warrior woman. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? So let's take this step by step. Let's start off with these tarot cards. So the first thing I'm noticing is that we have the Knight of Pentacles upright and the Knight of Cups in the reverse, and separating these two is the Six of Swords. A lot of you guys, I think this card, this pile is specifically going to be people that have had trouble in love. Okay, so when we come to the 3D, we have a blueprint of what we want to experience. Now, because we came into the 3D, there are equal amounts of good and bad, of positive and negative, of fulfillment and lack, okay? So a lot of you, if not all of you listening to this pile, came here to experience true, deep, passionate, real love, romantic love. And a lot of you guys are going to, or have, I think for most of you, this is a past thing that has already happened, or maybe something you're dealing with now, or something that you deal with in cycles. Experiencing people that don't commit to you, that don't respect you, that don't love you the way that you deserve, okay, that don't give you the commitment you deserve. But your destiny is that you're going to evolve out of this. Maybe some of you already have, but this pile is the only one that's given me romantic vibes. So with Knight of Pentacles coming up as the very first energy, this is saying you are going to have somebody who continuously puts energy into you, into a very stable, very secure relationship. It's not going to be fleeting. Like Knight of Cups, of course, people like Knight of Cups for a love reading, but it can be fleeting energy because it's based off of emotions. You're going to be leaving the choppy waters of the Six of Swords and going into calm waters where you feel secure. Maybe you have manifested men or women that love bomb you, that give you energy one day and then take it the next. This is not your destiny to stay in this energy. This is simply because you wanted to experience and learn what it was that you didn't want. And then we have Judgment, the awakening at the end of this. So you're going to be awakening to the next phase, to higher potentials, to greater possibilities, to a greater love, to a deeper love. Midnight Prince coming up. And I think that this is very literal here. Ask for what you want and be honest. So this is a little task for some of you guys in my pile 3. Take pen to paper, write down your perfect partner, okay? Just put it out there. You can do spell work with this if you want, but I simply want you guys to narrow down what you want. A lot of times we have conflicting ideas, and I think it's very important for this pile, this group, to realize what they really want. So this acknowledgement is going to actually push you further to getting closer to Prince Charming or Princess Charming. So this doesn't mean that you're just going to wake up one day and it's going to be the guy or girl that has all the qualities you listed, but you're going to see your life shift in ways that align you with that. This might trigger a spiritual awakening, and it might trigger some challenging things coming up in your life so that you can work through them and you can become the person that's in alignment with this. Okay, let's look into labradorite, guys. So I'm just going to read part of this book in this explanation here. Labradorite raises your consciousness to connect to mystical dimensions and the highest protective energies. It strengthens your faith in yourself and aids intuitive guidance. Okay, keep yourself grounded. The veil between the worlds are thin. You could easily confuse yourself with imaginings. What I'm getting from that is I think a lot of you guys were tricked in the past by people, like I was saying, the love bombing. This is going to, once you figure out exactly what you want, it's really going to help you see what's real. You're going to be able to distinguish and discern what is meant for you, what's in alignment. And I'm hearing some of you guys literally need to pick up labradorite and work with it, meditate with it. So let's see. Beware psychic vampires, which a lot of you, I believe, have dealt with. Let's see. Labradorite indicates capricious love. You know what, guys? I'm not sure what capricious means, and I don't have my phone to be looking up definitions. If you know, I'm probably going to look this up after the reading. It's funny because I'm pretty good with words, but I don't... Capricious, I think is... correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's wishy-washy, but I'm not sure. Okay, which would make sense with what I was talking about over here. So this is about opening up your third eye, basically. So you're going to become aware. You're not going to be tricked by these energies. Your destiny is someone that you feel safe and secure with. You don't second guess. You don't have to worry about them manipulating you, okay? We have pride, and I think pride is here because you have to let go of your pride. You have to work on releasing the ego in order to claim all this beautiful stuff. But I feel like this, what I was saying, becoming clear about what you want, I mean, you don't have to make a list, but it would be good. Even just thinking about it, even contemplating it, and understanding that you can have that kind of man or woman will really help to trigger these things. It'll help trigger events that will slowly help you shed the ego. That's what I'm hearing. But we end with two really cool cards. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. That is beautiful. And again, this is your destiny. I think that you're going to end up, not only are you going to end up with someone that makes you feel this way, but even without someone, you're going to feel this way. Like you see, these two people are separate, and I feel like you're going to feel so lovely, and like just going through life is like making love. And when you have your partner there with you, it's going to be even more intense. And one of the reasons I say you are going to have this even by yourself, I think a lot of you guys are going to either have a period of being single, maybe being celibate, or when you are with this person, you are going to have fierce and strong independence to where you don't worry that even if you lost this person, you know that you would be okay. And I'm not saying you're going to lose this person. I'm saying that that's the energy, that you're not going to be so like feeling like worthless without this person. We end with warrior woman. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? And I think that this whole like journey you go on, this path you go on, is going to lead you to that place of no fear. It's going to lead you to a place of so much strength and so much power and so much certainty, and you're never going to feel dependent. You're not going to feel manipulated. You're going to be so sure, and you're going to go for exactly what you want in every area of life. You may even be the type of person that will have the courage to go after, pursue someone that you like get a number or whatever. That's just for a select few of you. I think this message is way bigger than getting a number. This is saying that you chose this destiny, this path that has these challenges, so you can end up in this warrior woman phase. This is actually way bigger than all the love messages we get here. This is the reason. The love is like the lover, and all of that great energy is just icing on the cake. But that's all I have for you guys. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you're interested in a private reading, the information is in the description box. But that is it, guys. I love you.